What's going on, guys? Hey, I wanted to come back to it. I wanted to bring you a few clips from the Jesse Lee Peterson show. But if you guys would, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Thanks.
What do you think going to happen to the earth when you allow evil to just run rapid like that without any form of control? And the blacks are allowed to get away with anything that's bad. Nothing good, because they ain't doing no good. New York Post has reported a Texas teenager admit to randomly punching unsuspecting victims in public for social media attention. Watch this from KHOU. Amazing.
Learning more about one of those social media pranks that is hardly funny.
Do you regret it?
Yes, I do.
19-year-old Alfred Lewis spoke with me about how he feels about it now.
You know, I just made a mistake, and everybody makes mistakes.
This is the video in question, first shared with KHOU 11 via the Nextdoor app. In it, you can clearly see Lewis striking a man in the head from behind before he turns around in shock.
I know, like, from the video, all you see is, like, the bad part about it, but what people didn't see was that I shook his hand after and how I had gave the man a hug. I really didn't expect for it to just go so left, you know?
I told Lewis that law enforcement is investigating the incident, something his mother and father were also aware of.
And your mom's probably disappointed.
Yeah, she is. Before you go out and you do anything that you feel is bad or that could look bad, make sure, like, people know, or just don't do it at all.
Amazing, huh? Well, the backstory on this story about this black boy doing that to that man, who seemed to be white, maybe Mexican, I don't know, is that he was like, oh, I gave him a hug. After I knocked the hell out of him, I gave him a hug. Isn't that mama like? Mama beat you up and then she hugged you. Come here, babe. But the backstory, I saw this on one of the local channels here, and that boy and the boy that was recording this boy going up, knocking out or hitting the guy upside back of the head, well, they've been arrested because before, according to the story, before they knocked the boy out and started filming and hit the guy, they robbed him. They robbed him. And then they started filming, knocking him out. I wonder if his mama had the talk with them before he went out and did that. Remember how the black mamas are having the talk and the so-called black daddies with their kids? Beware the police. You black. You may get killed. You better do this and do that. Lord, I'm so scared. I'm just so scared when I send my babies out. I don't know if my babies will be back. Did his mama have the talk with him? Blacks can do this. They have been given the permission to do this. Oh, by the way, did you see on that boy's shirt? It says, trapped in time. That black boy, the teenager there. He is trapped in time, that's for sure. Until you overcome time, all human beings are trapped in time. And that's what hell is. Welcome to hell. Hell is in time. Heaven is outside of time.
They only showed half of it. They only showed the half that you walked up and punched somebody in the head. That's it. That's all they showed. So, again, they were being unfair to you. The media was. No, they weren't. I mean, again, I'm glad you said you're sorry and you shook the guy's hand and you shook the guy's hand and you hugged the guy, whatever you did. But the fact of the matter is, you attacked somebody. You physically attacked somebody. And, and you're wanting to get bonus points for saying you're sorry. And again, man, I'm glad you said you're sorry. But the fact of the matter is, you attacked somebody. That is what you did. But again, right now, in popular culture, we're being told that white people are to blame for whatever, white supremacy. White supremacy is a problem. So again, a lot of black people, they feel entitled to behave whatever way they want to behave, and they don't get the accountability that they would have had to take years ago. Again, no bail, defund the police, the whole 9 yards. So we have to understand that that right now, what's going on right now is nothing but pure evil. That is what's happening, evil. We have to truly recognize, man. If you're being told that the white people, because of the color of their skin, because white people may have owned black people as slaves years ago in the Southeast, that the white folks are to blame for black folks for if you don't have the right house or the right car, the right job, the right whatever, white folks, white supremacy is a problem. That's what they're being told. And we have to recognize, man, that is nothing but a bunch of bullshit. That's a way to not to have accountability for yourself, not to have to take accountability. What you're being told that white people are to blame. If you don't have what you want, if you're not getting the grades that you want to get, if you're not getting led into the college that you want to get into, again, white supremacy is what the problem is. It's not you. And again, right now in America, and it's been this way for many, many years, there's full equality under the law, which is all you can ever have. And you have a country that's bending over backwards to prove, look, I'm not racist. I will give you whatever. I will do whatever. You have a country doing that right now. And you still have people out there, claiming white supremacy. But in this situation right here, again, they're not saying it's, racist or whatever. It's the reason why it occurred. But we do have to remember, again, they're out there attacking white folks. That is who they're attacking. You see it all over the country. And you've seen it for many years now with the knockout games from, back from 70 years ago, whatever it was. I mean, again, we see this right and left. So we have to understand that that's who they're attacking. They're attacking white folks. And, I think people have got to be held to account for what they do. And they've got to be told that, hey, look, if you don't have what you want in your life, guess what? It's your fault.
From the LA Times, in a bizarre crash-turned robbery, 4 men in ski mask robbed a luxury car after they intentionally rammed into the car on the 10 freeway in Los Angeles. Not the 10. Watch this from Fox.
Caught on video what appears to be a brazen robbery on the 10 freeway in Jefferson Park. A group of people in masks and hoodies jumped out of a van and appeared to rob a driver who was involved in an accident.
The video picks up on the 10 East near Crenshaw. It shows the camera's vehicle pulling up to the scene. At least 4 people wearing masks, dark clothing and hoodies exit a van. They run toward a wrecked and smoking car on the right shoulder of the freeway. The driver of the wrecked car is seen kneeling with both hands in the air. It appears to us that they are ransacking the victim's car, a brazen daytime robbery.
Wow, who's taking the picture with a cell phone? What a mess, huh? The 10 freeway, one of the business freeways in LA, but it goes through the hood.
Again, guys, no accountability whatsoever. They're being told basically to go out there and do whatever you want to do. I mean, again, the Democratic politicians, they don't care. They don't hold these kids accountable for what they do. They don't. They don't hold them accountable. So you're basically giving them the green light to do whatever they want to do. Go out there and cause destruction. Go out there and burn stuff down, loot, do whatever. Rob cars on the side of the street, that are in accidents. Do whatever you want to do. Again, you're not going to be held accountable. We're not coming after you. Our focus is on white supremacy. That's what our focus is on. We're dealing with that. Now again, they're telling you that they're dealing with some kind of boogeyman in the closet. It's something that's not even real. They're going after that. And, again, look around you. Look at what's happening. Look at what is happening. This country over the last few years is totally falling apart. I mean, again, rioting in the streets, looting, doing whatever. I mean, again, people out there protesting and burning stuff down. They're protesting about the conflict going on in in the Gaza Strip, between Israel and Hamas. Again, this is what they're doing. This is what the focus is. Again, remember when the focus of this country used to be on this country? Remember when we used to focus on us, what we're doing, how to build things up, how to make things better, how to make things run more smoothly? Now they're pushing chaos. They're pushing division. They're pushing chaos. They're pushing strife. That's what they're doing. They're pushing hell. And they're getting it. They're getting it in this country, in the scene, as totally fine. I mean, again, that's acceptable because white supremacy. Again, you're being played, folks. You're being played. We're all being played. We got to wake up to what is happening.
All our money to foreign countries and pretend to be helping them in their wars. Look at the war at home. They're doing nothing about it. And you know what? There are threats of terrorist attacks in our country. What do you think is going to happen? They have this so-called book that where these people are thinking that they are blameless. They're thinking they're blameless. Here's a photo of the book.
Black people invented everything.
So somebody wrote a book, a so-called Dr.
Sujan Kumar Das.
That ain't even no real name. That ain't no American name for sure.
Founder of the Solutionary Institute.
And he says black people invented everything. Everything that's wrong. They invented the violence. They invented hating your fellow man. They invented hoods. They invented making black women horrible people. They're right. Everything that's wrong, they invented it. According to Amazon.com, this book digs deeper than the whitewashed history we learned in school, and explore how our African ancestors established the foundation of modern society. Y'all got modern society turned upside down. And there are people who actually believe it. They believe this. Watch this from Instagram.
We are the most intelligent race on the face of the planet. We invented almost everything that made this society and every society on the face of the planet human. And when I mean human, I mean as in toilets, sanitary, everything comes from Africa. The chair, the traffic light, the car, the computer. What is it we haven't created?
All lies. See what the imagination can do to you? You can be totally wrong, and imagination makes you think you're right.
Just because you dug a hole in the ground and you squatted over it and took a poop, it does not mean that you invented the toilet. It doesn't. It doesn't mean you invented anything. And what they're doing is they're trying to push this idea that the white people, the white Western culture is so bad. Man, they did everything wrong. They destroyed black people. They destroyed everyone. They've taken over everything. They've got all this stuff. And again, we have to understand Number one, white Western culture. I hate to say it, guys, but they did invent the lion's share of things out there. Number one. And number two, man, we have to understand right now the reason why white Western culture is, the one that kind of dominates in a lot of ways. Is because it's inherently doing good things. It's got the highest standard of living. It's invented the most stuff, got the highest standard of living, got the best governments. It stands in the way of evil. It truly does. Man, it didn't invent slavery, but it ended slavery. Especially, in the Western world. But they don't want you understanding that. They don't want you seeing that. They want you believing that white Western culture is at the root of all evil, and it's not. Just the opposite. We have to realize that. And when white Western culture falls, so will everyone. Doesn't matter if you're white, doesn't matter if you're black, doesn't matter if you're Christian, Muslim, doesn't matter. You will fall too. We have got to recognize what's going on. I mean, again, that's why they got the southern border wide open right now in the U.S. Because, again, they're letting everyone in. Those people, the lion's share of those people, they don't care about this country. They don't. They don't care about Western culture. Again, they hate it. They truly hate it. They will bring destruction. I mean, look what's going on right now in Europe. Again, the people they're letting in from a lot of these Muslim countries, a lot of these African countries. Again, they totally hate Europe. They totally hate, France and Italy and Germany and everything. But they're being let in and they're causing destruction. We have truly got to understand that. And again, if somebody points that out, if somebody says, hey, look, they're causing absolute chaos, they're racist. They're bad people. Again, we have to demonize white people, white Western culture. We have to demonize that, but we have to understand also, we have to truly understand white Western culture is what's standing in the way between you and death. It's raised our standard of living. It's given us numerous inventions. It's standing in the way of death, of evil. And again, that's why they want white Western culture taken down. That's why they want to take it down. And again, the people they're using to help take it down, they truly have no idea what they're doing. But hey guys, if you would, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Thanks.
You son of a